Sir, for your vision, and I am proud to give you your nation's highest civilian honor.
We all know Walmart, the megastore where millions of Americans shop every week for low prices. But behind the aisles of bargain deals lies a dynasty of staggering wealth. The Walton family, Walmart's founders, are not just rich, they're the richest family in the world, worth over $200 billion. Yet, despite their immense fortune and influence, they operate in near secrecy. Who are the Waltons and how did they quietly amass this unimaginable wealth? Let's uncover the untold story of the family that quietly built a retail empire dominating the globe. Before Walmart became a global empire, before the Waltons were billionaires, there was Sam Walton, a young man born in 1918 during one of the most challenging times in American history. Raised in a small farming community in Oklahoma, Sam's upbringing was defined by hard work, frugality, and resilience. These humble beginnings would shape the vision that would later transform the retail industry forever. Even as a boy, Sam stood out. He milked cows at dawn, delivered newspapers after school, and sold magazine subscriptions on weekends. These early jobs weren't just about earning money, they taught him the value of perseverance and the importance of understanding customers' needs. By the time he graduated high school, Sam had already developed a knack for entrepreneurship. After earning a degree in economics in 1940, Sam set his sights on the retail industry. His first job was at J.C. Penney, where he quickly impressed his bosses with his natural talent for sales and management. However, Sam wasn't content to simply climb the corporate ladder. He wanted something more, something of his own. At the age of 27, Sam took a risk that would change his life. Using a $20,000 loan from his father-in-law, he bought a small Ben Franklin variety store. It was here that Sam began experimenting with the principles that would later define Walmart, offering lower prices to attract more customers and negotiating aggressively with suppliers to keep costs down. This strategy worked. His store became the most profitable in the region within just a few years. But Sam's ambitions didn't stop there. In 1962, he opened the first Walmart discount city in Bentonville, Arkansas. His mission was simple but revolutionary: to bring low prices to small-town America.
I've been terrible about setting goals all my life and trying to get there. And one of my goals, as you well know, was to make that the best store in Arkansas.
That's right.
And we got there before we left town. We became the biggest store, the most profitable Ben Franklin store in the state of Arkansas.
At a time when retail giants focused on big cities, Sam saw an untapped market in rural communities. He believed everyone deserved access to quality goods at affordable prices, no matter where they lived. Sam's vision wasn't just about low prices, it was about scale. By building stores in underserved areas, streamlining logistics, and adopting innovative inventory systems, Walmart grew at an unprecedented pace. By 1970, the company went public, raising $5 million in its initial offering and giving Sam the resources to expand even further. From a single store in Bentonville, Walmart was on its way to becoming the largest retailer in the world. Sam Walton's journey from a small-town boy to a retail visionary is a testament to the power of hard work, innovation, and an unrelenting focus on the customer. His dream of making quality goods affordable for everyone laid the foundation for an empire that would touch billions of lives. But as we'll see, this was only the beginning of the Walton family story. While Sam Walton built the foundation, it was his family that turned Walmart into a global phenomenon, along with a fortune so vast it redefined wealth itself. Let's dive into how the Waltons grew the empire. By the time the first Walmart discount city opened its doors in Bentonville, Arkansas in 1962, Sam Walton had already laid the groundwork for something revolutionary. But the explosive growth that followed wasn't just the result of good fortune, it was a masterclass in logistics, strategy, and relentless ambition. Over the next few decades, Walmart didn't just grow, it dominated, transforming from a single store into a global retail juggernaut. In the early years, Walmart's focus on small-town America gave it a unique edge. While competitors like Kmart and Sears concentrated on urban centers, Walmart targeted rural communities where people were starved for affordable options. This strategy allowed Walmart to expand quickly without directly competing with established retail giants. It wasn't flashy, but it worked. One of the keys to Walmart's success was its groundbreaking approach to logistics. Unlike many retailers of its time, Walmart invested heavily in building a vast network of distribution centers strategically located to serve clusters of stores. This allowed them to restock shelves faster and at lower costs. Combined with their cutting-edge inventory management system, Walmart revolutionized how goods move from suppliers to consumers. Walmart didn't just move goods efficiently, it leveraged technology to stay ahead of the competition. By the 1980s, Walmart was using advanced computer systems to track sales and optimize inventory. This data-driven approach allowed them to predict customer needs and reduce waste, making them more profitable and better prepared to expand. But Walmart's ambitions didn't stop at the US border. In the 1990s, the company began its global expansion, opening stores in Mexico, China, and the UK. By adapting its model to local markets while maintaining its focus on low prices, Walmart became a household name in countries around the world. Today, Walmart operates in 24 countries, proving that its formula for success transcends borders. The numbers tell the story of Walmart's dominance. In 1980, Walmart hit $1 billion in annual sales, a milestone achieved faster than any other company in history at the time. By the 1990s, Walmart had become the largest retailer in the United States, surpassing its longtime rivals and setting its sights on becoming the largest in the world. But Walmart's rapid growth didn't come without consequences. As Walmart expanded into new territories, it often forced small, local businesses to close their doors. Critics accused the company of exploiting workers with low wages, opposing unions, and prioritizing profits over people. While millions of customers benefited from lower prices, the company's growth came with a cost. Despite the criticism, Walmart's efficiency and scale made it nearly unstoppable. The company's ability to offer everyday low prices while operating at razor-thin margins allowed it to dominate competitors and reshape the retail landscape. By the early 2000s, Walmart wasn't just a store, it was an integral part of American life and a symbol of global capitalism. From small-town Arkansas to the farthest corners of the globe, Walmart's growth has been nothing short of extraordinary. But while the company's success is undeniable, it raises an even bigger question. How did the Waltons turn this retail machine into a family fortune that rivals the wealth of nations?
Our company's built on people. The success we've had is because of our people. And I believe that. You believed it from the beginning. All of our associates believe it. We've made partners out of our folks rather than employees, and they know that we've been sincere in trying to share the profits with them, and they in turn have worked harder than our competitors. We've kept our prices lower than our competitors' prices. We've led the nation in cost of doing business, in sales per square foot, in all the measurements you can imagine over about a 15-year period in this business that we've all put together here in Bentonville.
To understand the true scale of Walmart's success, we need to follow the money to the family that controls it all. The Walton family's fortune is staggering. With a collective net worth exceeding $200 billion, they are not just the richest family in America, they are the wealthiest family in the world. But this wealth didn't simply grow from Sam Walton's vision. It's been meticulously maintained and multiplied by the generations that followed, turning the Waltons into an economic powerhouse. The Walton fortune is spread across multiple family members, each with a staggering share of the pie. Alice Walton, an art enthusiast and philanthropist, holds a personal net worth of over $60 billion. Her brother Jim Walton, known for his low-profile lifestyle, has similarly amassed wealth through Walmart's success. Meanwhile, Rob Walton, who served as Walmart's chairman for over 2 decades, played a pivotal role in steering the company's growth while securing his own vast fortune. At the heart of the family's financial strategy is Walton Enterprises, their private holding company. This entity owns over 50% of Walmart's stock, giving the family majority control of the retail giant. By centralizing their shares through this holding company, the Waltons have been able to maintain their influence over Walmart's direction while preserving their wealth across generations. Walmart's global dominance is the engine that drives the Walton fortune. Every transaction in Walmart's nearly 10,500 stores worldwide contribute to the family's wealth. From groceries to electronics to pharmaceuticals, the Waltons profit from the billions of dollars that flow through Walmart stores every year. Despite their immense wealth, the Waltons are often criticized for staying out of the public eye. However, their impact is visible in certain areas. Alice Walton founded the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art. a world-class institution located in Bentonville, Arkansas, showcasing her passion for art and culture. Meanwhile, the Walton Family Foundation has donated billions to education, environmental conservation, and community development. But with great wealth comes scrutiny. Critics argue that the Walton family's fortune is built on the backs of underpaid Walmart employees, many of whom struggle to make ends meet. Protests against Walmart's low wages and anti-union policies often highlight the disparity between the Walton family's unimaginable wealth and the financial struggles of their workforce. The Waltons represent the pinnacle of the American dream, a family that rose from modest beginnings to build an empire. Yet their fortune also raises questions about wealth inequality in America. How does one family accumulate so much while so many others struggle? And what responsibilities come with holding this level of economic power? The Walton family's wealth is a reflection of Walmart's success, but it's also a symbol of something larger: the immense concentration of power and resources in a single family's hands. As we look closer at their fortune, the question becomes clear: how do they use this influence, and what does it mean for the world? The Walton family's legacy is undeniable. As the architects of the largest retail empire in history, their impact has reached billions of lives around the globe. But with great power and wealth comes an equally great amount of scrutiny. While the Waltons have shaped modern commerce, they've also been at the center of controversies that raise difficult questions about the cost of their success. One of the most persistent criticisms of the Walton Empire revolves around Walmart's labor practices. Despite generating hundreds of billions in revenue each year, the company has long been accused of underpaying its workers. A significant portion of Walmart employees earn wages so low that they rely on government assistance to make ends meet. For critics, this disparity between the Waltons' immense fortune and their employees' struggles epitomizes the inequality of modern capitalism. Adding fuel to the fire is Walmart's staunch anti-union policy. Over the decades, the company has faced accusations of retaliating against employees who attempt to organize, with some alleging surveillance and intimidation tactics. Walmart argues that unions would disrupt the efficiency and affordability it's built its reputation on, but labor advocates see this as a way to suppress workers' rights. To counterbalance these criticisms, the Waltons point to their philanthropy. Through the Walton Family Foundation, the family has donated billions to education reform, environmental conservation, and community development. Alice Walton's creation of the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art has brought world-class culture to their hometown of Bentonville, Arkansas. These efforts have earned praise, but they've also sparked questions about whether such philanthropy is enough to offset the criticisms leveled at Walmart. Another area of contention is Walmart's environmental impact. As one of the largest retailers in the world, Walmart has a massive carbon footprint, from its sprawling supply chains to the vast amounts of packaging waste generated by its products. To its credit, Walmart has made strides towards sustainability, pledging to use 100% renewable energy and cut carbon emissions.
A few years ago, you decided to put solar panels on the roof of the store. You replaced some traditional light bulbs with LEDs. You made refrigerator cases more efficient. You even put in a charging station for electric vehicles. And all told, those upgrades created dozens of construction jobs and helped this store save money on its energy bills. And that's why I'm here today, because more and more companies like Walmart are realizing that wasting less energy isn't just good for the planet, it's good for business.
But critics argue these efforts fall short compared to the scale of the environmental damage caused by the company's operations. Beyond labor and environmental concerns, the Waltons' influence extends into the political arena. The family has been a significant contributor to campaigns and lobbying efforts, often supporting policies that align with Walmart's business interests. This has raised concerns about the role of corporate power in shaping public policy and whether such influence undermines democracy. Supporters argue that the Waltons represent the pinnacle of American entrepreneurship, providing jobs and affordable goods to millions of people. Critics, however, see their story as a cautionary tale about the concentration of wealth and the systemic inequalities it perpetuates. The truth likely lies somewhere in between, a legacy that's both impactful and deeply polarizing. The Walton legacy is one of contrasts: immense wealth and philanthropy on one side, and controversies over labor practices, environmental impact, and political influence on the other. It's a story that mirrors the complexities of modern capitalism itself. But as we'll see, the Walton Empire's reach extends far beyond their wealth. It has reshaped the world of retail and, by extension, the lives of millions. So, what does it mean when one family holds this much wealth and influence? The story of the Waltons isn't just about money. It's about the power to shape society. Walmart isn't just a company, it's a force that has reshaped the global economy and influenced billions of lives. With over 10,500 stores in 24 countries, Walmart's dominance has transformed retail, altered supply chains, and redefined consumer culture. But as Walmart's influence grows, it raises a critical question. What does the Walton Empire mean for the world? At its core, Walmart represents the triumph of globalization. By bringing affordable goods to small towns and emerging markets, it has raised living standards for millions. In rural areas and developing countries, Walmart provides access to products that were once out of reach: clothing, electronics, and even fresh produce. This accessibility has made Walmart a lifeline for many communities, especially during economic downturns. Walmart's impact goes far beyond its stores. Its supply chain revolutionized retail logistics, introducing just-in-time inventory systems and cutting-edge technology to ensure products are always on shelves. This efficiency has set a new standard for global commerce, forcing competitors to innovate or risk being left behind. But while Walmart's model has driven down prices for consumers, it's also created challenges for smaller businesses. One of the most significant criticisms of Walmart is its effect on local economies. Small businesses often can't compete with Walmart's low prices and vast product selection. For every Walmart that opens, there are countless stories of mom-and-pop shops shutting their doors. This has led to accusations that Walmart doesn't just serve communities, it dominates them, leaving little room for local enterprise. Walmart's global reach has also reshaped manufacturing. To meet the demand for low prices, the company relies on a vast network of international suppliers, many of whom operate in countries with minimal labor regulations. While this has created jobs in developing nations, it has also sparked concerns about working conditions, wages, and environmental degradation. Critics argue that Walmart's relentless drive for cost-cutting comes at a steep human and ecological price. In recent years, Walmart has adapted to the digital age, competing head-to-head with Amazon in the e-commerce space. Its investments in technology, online shopping, and delivery services have expanded its reach even further. For consumers, this means convenience and accessibility. But it also raises questions about how much power a few corporations should have in shaping the future of retail. Economists are divided on Walmart's legacy. Supporters argue that the company has democratized access to affordable goods, lifted millions out of poverty, and driven innovation across industries. Critics, however, warn that Walmart's scale concentrates wealth and power in ways that harm competition, exploit workers, and perpetuate inequality. The Walton Empire, they say, is both a symbol of opportunity and a cautionary tale about the cost of unchecked corporate power. The Walton Empire's reach is vast, its influence profound. It has changed how we shop, how businesses operate, and how economies grow. But as Walmart continues to expand, it forces us to ask difficult questions about the balance between progress and responsibility, between growth and equity. What does it mean when one company and one family has the power to shape the world? As we've seen, the Walton family's story is one of ambition, wealth, and power. But their legacy isn't just about the past. It's about the future they're building and the world we'll inherit because of it. Let's take a closer look at what their story tells us about modern capitalism. What do you think about the Walton Empire and Walmart's impact on the world? Have you had experiences, good or bad, with Walmart that shaped your view? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's start a conversation about the balance between progress, responsibility, and the true cost of convenience. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to join us as we uncover more untold stories in the world of business and finance. Thanks for watching.